The Remembrance of I Am, Part 5. You are beautiful beings of light. 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 How to get outside the box. My beautiful beings of light, greetings from the Creator and joyous moments to you in your new year. The sacred energies are flooding into the earth plane, and you, my beloveds, are soaking in all that is being sent. Your glow is so very visible in the higher vibrational ethers. It is wondrous to behold. You are our beautiful beacons of light, stretching out your arms to embrace other travelers along the way. So much growth has taken place in such a very short span, and we are so very proud of you. We send you spiritual energy hugs and ask you to continue your journey. Many will not choose to stay within the earth plane. This is as it should be for them. But so many souls are returning with more advanced skills to assist that which is what you call the end of times. My beloveds, end time should not be interpreted literally here. This simply means the end of an era of negativity and darkness. You are writing your scripts one moment at a time, and you are writing in the return of the era of light. Are you not sensing this, my dear ones? Your spiritual books and prophecies are all saying it is the end of time because, in essence, that is as far as they could see or as far as their calendars were calculated, or all that they could interpret into human earth language to describe what they were given through channel that was understandable at the moment the message was received. Do you not realize that time is nothing more than mile markers that you left yourselves? These mile markers allow you to check in with yourselves and see what growth has occurred, and allow you to recalibrate your path onto that which is divinely guided journey. Time is dissolving as your veil lifts, and only you can begin to allow yourselves the freedom of erasing the lines that have held you within your defined time-boxed existence upon the earth plane. Do you not think it is interesting that the phrase, think outside the box, is really becoming popular? We ask you to allow yourselves the freedom to think past that which you perceive to be the end of time. If you recall, many thought that your year 2000 was to be the end, and look where you are today. The point that we would stress here is to begin manifesting that which you would desire to be next on your journey. Those embracing the light are visualizing and bringing forth an earth plane of peace. Those stuck in the dark shadows are fiercely rejecting this progress. It is almost as if what is transpiring is a game of what your children call tug or war, where one tries to pull the other over a line drawn in the sand. But you know what, my divine warriors of light, we can tell you the outcome. The light wins on the game board of earth. That has always been the divine plan. Mass consciousness is very much reshuffling the deck and is tired of the games of the darkness. It has seen all the effects that can be caused by the darkness and no longer of interest. Mass consciousness is longing for home, and thus is moving the pendulum in the direction of that which it remembers as being the loved experience within home. In order to continue shifting that center, it must now take up new possibilities for what is to come. This is a prime opportunity for you to do what you came to do, and place your influence and creative manifestation talents to the test of creating that which you like to think of as heaven on earth. Here again, my beautiful beings of light, let me state that heaven on earth should not be interpreted literally. One is confused many times within the earth plane due to the grasping of literal interpretation of earth language barriers. The universe is trying to give you a concept within a very narrow basis of language to select from within the earth plane that is limited and thus truly inadequate to communicate literally. Now is the moment to begin asking yourself, what would you like to see? What would you like to experience next? What would you like to feel? What would you like to embrace? What would you like to see changed? How would you have this earth plane evolve? Ask yourself, how has love changed the outlook? What would you conceive would be the highest good for all concerned? Set your ego aside and really be truly honest here. As the shadows are released and requalified back into the pure light energies, more and more will be available to transform and create anew. This is what happens, my beloveds. The cycle of energy is constantly being clarified as the old is transformed into the new. That is what was meant when your earth plane avatar Buddha stated that none would be left behind. You earthly veiled minds would have you think literally in terms of physical bodies. But what actually he was describing was an energy exchange. Energy is never wasted, only changed from one form to another. You are created of pure energy essence, my beautiful beings of light. You are not those physical vessels that your ego veiled consciousness would have you believe you are. The physical vessel is a dense body of matter that you fleshed out in order to play the game. It is but a tiny speck of your true self. Your true energy essence is not this vessel you see through physical eyes. Perhaps you have seen the symbol of the infinite. It looks like a figure 8 line on its side. What this symbol is actually telling you is that this figure is in constant motion from side to side, and in constant motion undulating back and forth as it collapses back onto itself. There is nothing static about it and is always in change. This change is actually as you are. You are doing nothing more than projecting onto a screen that which you have decided to experience at each moment within the physical. Granted, this is an oversimplification, for it is a very complex process that you are trying to remember in order to effect change, my beloveds. How do you change the picture on the screen? You must create the scene another way, my divine warriors of light. If you want to effect change within your life, you cannot constantly continue to reflect what you had on your screen from yesterday, even a moment ago. Each moment has the possibility of being different, but you must erase the box lines and allow new images, creations, and dreams to come through. Yes, some might think and become fearful of change, but you can overcome this feeling when you ask the Creator, your angels and guides, to walk with you in each moment, dissolving the fear which is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. This requires quiet moments on your part, my beloved beings of light. One cannot clearly focus while multitasking, as you like to call it. Multitasking was once thought to be chewing gum and walking at the same time. And you, my beloveds, have taken this to a new height of watching TV while listening to music on your CD players, while eating dinner, talking to your dinner companion, and thinking about what you forgot to do at work, while downloading your email from the internet service and looking to want ads in the paper. This is stress causing, dear one. This is not progress. This is avoidance. If this paints a picture of you, my beloveds, ask yourself, what am I afraid of dreaming, imagining, hearing, or seeing when I am quiet and still? This type of overstimulus is self-defeating behavior. Just as some of your employers are trying to get you to go faster and faster and do more and more to deplete their workforce and better their bottom line, you in turn are doing it to yourselves. It is creating discontent that you are yet to put your finger on that sore spot and figure this is causing irritation. We are seeing it, and we are asking you to think about it and see if it fits. If you are finding this in you, then break the mold and pencil yourself in. The only one that can change this cycle is you. The only one that can change you is you. Each is responsible for changing themselves only. Perhaps you allow yourself a few moments now to join in a meditation. I'll accompany you with your permission. Find a quiet spot where you'll not be disturbed for a while. You can either sit or lie down, whichever more comfortable for you. Cover your physical self with a light blanket if you chill easily. Invite in at this moment all that you would have join you on this journey. In your imagination, request through the prayer to the Creator to send you down a protective ray of white light by saying, My Creator, we ask for a protective ray of white light to enfold us and lift us up so that we may experience the very highest of vibration during this journey into our most inner depth of understanding and being. We desire to protect ourselves from anything that is not for our highest good on this journey. We thank you, Creator, for assisting us by sending this ray that is now coming down through the corner of the room and entering into this physical form and permeating all that is within this being's presence. The Creator has gifted you with a white ray and an iridescent blue ray for this adventure. It is entering into your body through the soles of your feet, moving up through your physical vessel, permeating throughout all of your energy fields and into all corners of the room that you are in, then exiting through your crown chakra. It is returning to the Creator and cycling back down through you again and back to the Creator in a circular motion. You are now divinely protected, and nothing can even communicate with you that is not for your highest good without your permission at this moment. We ask you further to direct your ego self to perch on your left shoulder at this moment. Instruct your ego self that it is not only to be an observer, that it is to be only an observer on this journey. Breathe in deeply, beloveds, and feel the lighter, relaxed feelings of being divinely guided into this adventure. Breathe in deeply and allow to see within your imagination your highest guidance join you and take your etheric hand to guide you into the heart chakra. Your highest guidance, accompanied by your angels, guides, and special invited guests, are now within your heart chakra. And as you locate and turn the doorknob of the door that says, "To my highest guidance within," you cross over the threshold. You find yourself and your entourage in a white marble corridor. An empty flower vase sits on the corridor table in front of the mirror. You turn to your angels and ask where the flower is, and your angels relay that you have not yet imagined the flower yet, thus there is none. At this time, picture the flower that you would have be in this vase and create it to be so. Remember that flower and its color, and when you return from your journey, look it up as a message for you. You see a doorway off to the left that says, "To the Creator's rainforest." Your angels lead you through this doorway. You find yourself on a path that leads into a lush tropical paradise, or so you thought. Right before your eyes, the picture seems to simply wash away, similar to a painting pouring water all over his completed watercolor painting. In front of you is now a blank white sheet of drawing paper. You look confused and ask what happened. The angels explain that the wording of the door gave you the instant picture that you remember seeing on the rainforest. They tell you that it is now your opportunity to create an image that is totally new and fresh. You feel really awkward, but understand that this journey is about new beginnings. They explain that yesterday's projections and old pictures within your mind data storage banks have been invalidated to give you an opportunity to draw a new picture during this journey. They hand you a large drawing pencil and a box of colored paints. You tell them you're not an artist, but they only laugh. You continue, "But I'm not an artist." They tell you to relax and just work with what you have in your hands. You start with a line. You surprise yourself. "I can do this," you say. The angels smile and tell you that you've always been able to create, that it is your birthright from the Creator. They continue that some can build and some can draw, but your talent is drawing, so they have given you the tools to begin your new picture. You find yourselves being able to create images so rapidly. In a few moments, you create an environment and begins to take shape, and then you begin to add color. This is so very fun, you think to yourself. "Why haven't I thought about this before?" you ask your angels. They smile and tell you that you've not allowed yourself the moments to do it, and have just been following what you've always done, because that is what you've always been programmed to do by all your tribe and outside influences. You add and add things to the drawing and apply sounds and animals and things you never thought of before, and it is a truly remarkable and beautiful. You create the pictures as you go and continue to add what you desire to see. For those that are not arts, create this picture through your own special talents and allow yourself to see it within your imagination. You are the Creator here. You draw in a circle at the end of the path that you completed and something to sit on. You sit down and just take a look at all the grace and beauty that you've created, and it feels so good. All your invited guests are so proud of you, and they sit with you and enjoy it themselves. You're finding that you're also created the feelings that go with these images, and they are deeper and more loving and more gentle than any you've allowed yourself to experience before. You then create a new connection to the Creator, for the old one no longer was suitable. With this connection, the Creator's love energies are coming to you even stronger and deeper than any you've remembered experiencing before. The love feeling is incredible, you tell the Creator. The Creator sends you down a special rainbow to add to your setting, and a pink love wash sweeps over you. You now realize that you are co-creating with the Creator. Oh my goodness, you tell yourself, you're actually creating and experiencing an interactive relationship between yourself and the Creator. You yell out, "Oh, thank you, my Creator. I love you and I thank you for your love." All those around you give you a huge hug. They are enjoying this new vision that you have created and allow yourself to experience. You feel as though you've gained so much on this journey. The angels tell you that you'll be taking these memories back with you. They are to remind you that you create change within each moment. The angels remind you there's now time to return, so you walk back down your specially created path and cross back over into the white marble corridor. You are just bouncing with excitement now that you have remembered that you can create change. You cross back over the threshold back into the heart chakra and are taken back into your physical vessel. You wiggle your fingers and your toes, allow yourself a few moments to reground and orient before going on your day. You are still smiling as you re-enter your day. This messenger bids you peace in each moment and congratulates you on starting a new beginning. Remember beyond all else that you are loved more than any earthbound language can ever express. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, peace, and grace. Meditation notes. What did you create? How did this message make you feel? What colors did you use? Some exercises, some trigger questions for you. As always, use the first words that pop into your mind in answering these questions. What do you feel are your best qualities? What do you feel are your opportunities? What is love to you? How can you empower yourself? If you only had one word of wisdom to give, what would that word be? What gifts did you bring, or what have you come to share? What colors seem to speak strongest to you? The Creator's highest mountain peak and the crystal lake. Peace be with you, beautiful beings of light, as we walk together on the spiritual path. There are more of you joining us in this walk each day. The Creator is so very proud of you for standing in faith within the Creator's ways of light. Visualize, if you will, that you have linked hands with each other, one right after the other, and see how you cross the globe that you thought was so vast. Dear ones, that line of light being is now reaching all around the globe, and is creating laps again and again, encircling and enfolding Mother Earth. Mother Earth is smiling at you and is beaming back to you her love and steadfast devotion. We have sent you more angels, each voice is a request for more. They open their wings and reflect back to your awesome brilliance and magnificence. This brilliance is reflecting off the heavens and bouncing back towards all that have joined hands, stepped forward in their own empowerment. It is quite an awesome thing to view. All of these huge beacons of light emanating up and joining with all others as it reaches the Creator with your love. The view brings spiritual tears of joy to our spiritual hearts, and to know that you can accomplish this great feat in such density displays exemplary courage on your part. The density is lessening in each moment due to your deliberate intent to bring heaven to earth, and so it is, beloveds. We ask you to continue with your progress, growth, and remembrance. We ask you to share with those that resonate to this beautiful energy, so that they may assist and add their brilliance. This in turn brings more and more to the forefront, increasing the effect exponentially, adding to the beautiful wave of light covering the globe. Remember to look for the beauty that is all around you. Each detail of beauty that you recognize displaces something that you felt you had lost. Each moment of sharing with others, that which you have found erases a feeling of lack. Each releasing exercise that you do heals and seals out the negative thought form that was assigned to that experience. A quick note of remembrance here, my beautiful beings of light. When you release an experience, do not allow yourself to accept it back by thinking that it is not gone. Know that it is, without a doubt. Each fear, false evidence appearing real, that you walk through releases the hold that the fear had upon you. It has lost its power. Beloveds, it can no longer overcome you without your permission. Each tear that you shed for something or someone lost can be reversed and healed with your remembrance that all are one and nothing can be lost. It only changes energy pattern location. You are part of the whole, and thus will never be lost or separated from the one. Even those, my beloveds, that you sense will never change are within the one. They are part of the whole. It doesn't require their permission. It is a universal fact. It is within the Creator's master blueprint. The Creator is in perfection and has lost nothing. No thing is separate from the Creator. The Creator is the one, the whole, the I am that I am. Doesn't that make your heart smile, beautiful beings of light, to know that all those that you are concerned about will never be left behind? They might not necessarily be enlightened. They may not ever acknowledge the presence of the Creator. They will never be left behind in this evolutionary spiral that is going up. The Creator doesn't require acknowledgement to unconditionally love all. The most negative being or darkest soul has the spark of the Creator within, only waiting for something to ignite its remembrance. It has to choose to be the light within itself and give itself permission to embrace the light. But it is never lost. It at some time may be transmuted back into pure energy, but the only change its energy structure, beloved ones. Changing its energy structure only folds back within itself, back into the one. The one, the source of all that each is a piece of, down to the tiniest particle within all levels, dimensions, and aspects. This includes all the various kingdoms or species of energies, for all is pure energy. It is just a changing of form and shape. With your permission, let's participate in a meditation together. For those that feel reservations here about this journey or any concern because they are not visual or fall asleep when trying to meditate, know that whatever is for your highest good is all that is requested here. Only those things that are of your highest good will surface without your permission. For those who fall asleep, know that whatever level is in need of this meditation will receive the benefits. It matters not if you fall asleep. For those that are not visual, just allow and receive what is available for you here. Do not strain. Whatever is to be for your benefit will be received and experienced in whatever way is most appropriate to you. Those that are feeling apprehensive about this material or meditation, put it aside. It is not meant for you at this time. When you are ready, the material will surface again in whatever way is most appropriate for you. We ask that all use your discernment filters and only work with those things that resonate with your beingness. Let us go forward. At this time, inviting your angels, guides, ascended masters, and all that you desire to join on this journey. Find a quiet spot where you'll not be disturbed. Sit, lie down. Cover your body if you chill easily. Ask your ego self to perch on your left shoulder. It will be only a spectator on this venture. From the corner of the room, the Creator is sending you down a ray of pure white light, a ray of luminescent pink, a ray of luminescent aqua blue, and a ray of golden transmutation light. The rays are entering through the soles of your feet, going up through your body, filling your body fully. It is exiting your crown chakra and being returned to the Creator and coming back down through your feet in a circular motion back up to the Creator. You are now divinely protected, and only those things that you have given your permission to can disturb you at this time. 2 of your angels will stay with your physical form and keep it company while we journey. Your pure energy essence, along with your invited guests, are traveling into your heart chakra at this time. You have located the golden door that says, "To my highest guidance within." You turn the doorknob and cross the threshold. You find yourself in a white marble corridor to see the elevator, the escalator, and a golden ladder. There is a table with a mirror on the wall. There is also a flower vase with a flower of your choice. Look at your reflection in the mirror and remember it. Speak to the flower and greet it with love. Ask the flower to share with you its message. Thank it for the message, and we travel on. There is a new door that we have not seen in the corridor before. It is made of pure gold and has a label on it that says, "The Creator's highest mountain peak in Crystal Lake." You and your invited guests walk toward the door and open it. You cross over the threshold and cannot believe that you are experiencing this. In front of you is the highest mountain peak you've ever seen. At this vantage point at the base, you cannot see the lake. You notice that there is an arched rainbow bridge for you to cross over, and there are many steps leading to the summit of this mountain. You walk to the golden grassy path that leads you to the rainbow bridge. There is a sign at the entrance to the bridge. Leave all your worries, problems, and concerns within this large jar before crossing. And you do as instructed. Immediately you feel such weight being lifted off your shoulders and body. Oh, it feels so good to be free of these areas of concern. Stretch and bend and twist to allow the feeling to really settle in on being free. Right in front of the rainbow bridge is a silver violet flame. Your angels and guides are motioning for you to stand within the flame. This flame will not burn you. It actually is a cool, pulsating feeling. You do as instructed and stand within the flame. The flame at first has a silver-violet hue that changes to pure white. When the flame changes to pure white, your angel and guide direct you to cross the bridge. You enter the bridge and the various colors intermingle with your energies. It is most enjoyable to feel a difference that each color can share with you. Select one that you particularly like the feeling of and remember it. Upon your return, look up the color for the message and meaning to you. On the other side of the bridge, you begin to climb the steps. You feel lighter and lighter at each higher step. It takes you a while, but you reach the peak of the mountain and feel absolutely no exertion or tiredness at all. As a matter of fact, you feel like you were floating up the mountain most of the way. Your last step, and then you see it. It is a breathtaking. At the very peak of this mountain is a crystal lake, stretching out before you. It looks as if it has no sides and it's just suspended in the air. Your angels and guides motion for you to sit right at the lake's edge on this plateau, located at the summit of the mountain. You take a seat on the ground. You notice that a calming energy is entering you here as you sit. What an interesting sensation this is. Such a beautiful, pulsing, calming energy is coming up from the ground and working within your energy field to bring you this glorious peace. The feelings of joy are mixed in with this peace, and you recognize the feelings from a distant point in the past emanating directly from the Creator. You find yourself uttering the words, "Thank you. Thank you, my Creator, and I love you so much too." Your angels and guides are instructing you to close your eyes and say, "My Creator, I am giving my heart to you now. My Creator, I am giving my heart to you now. My Creator, I am giving my heart to you now." And so it is. You feel a love wash over your entire beingness and know that your gift and intention has been received and cherished by the Creator. The angels and guides now bring the large jar that you left before crossing the bridge. They have encased this jar in a large golden box so that nothing within it can dampen your experience here. They ask your permission to take this container within the box to the Creator, to allow the Creator to transmute and work with each problem and concern enclosed herein. For those that have not yet given their permission, know that this will be taken back to pick up upon your descent from the mountain. For those that give permission, you see your angels and guides soaring into the heavens with this container jar within the box. They actually don't have to go very far since you are on the Creator's highest mountain peak. The Creator sends you down a note and thanks you for depositing these areas of concern with the Creator. The note says, "My beautiful child, I have been waiting for you to do this. I will take these issues and transmute them into whatever way is most appropriate for you within my divine plan and master blueprint. Know, my beautiful child, that you may do this at any time. I do not want my children burdened down with these concerns. You cannot feel my love for you within the density that the concerns create. I love you more than your limiting human language can express. Feel my love as I share it with you here." The tears of joy and relief are just pouring down your cheeks. Your angels and guides embrace you, and you hear them say, There. You are so dear to us. It has pained us so long to see you suffering so needlessly without these issues. Please always allow us to assist you in clearing these from your energy field." Last of the tears flow down, and with that last tear comes a calm that you have not experienced in a very long time. You feel that you remember this from some time or very, very far back in your psyche. The angels and guides are bringing you a basket of love stones. You look at the rose-colored stones with a question in your eyes. The angels and guides pick up a stone and show you that you add your intent by holding the stone in your hand, generating a loving thought that permeates the stone. You toss the love-imbued stone out onto the crystal-smooth lake. They show you that your intent and love are then spread out to all that you encounter through each ripple that the water makes. And because the lake has no sides or limitations, the ripples continue throughout eternity with your loving intent. You ask to try then. This is so much fun, and you think to yourself, you take a stone permeated with love and toss it out into the crystal-smooth lake. You watch as the ripples begin and continue and have no visible ending. You continue to do this and really are having a good time. And it dawns on you, not only are you doing it here, but your energy field interacts with all other energy fields of all that you encounter. You now understand the connection. You understand when you clear your own beingness of the issues and negativity, that you can then enhance another's energy field with your clearness and light vibration. You know within your heart that you can assist the planet in keeping yourself clear, so that more and more light can filter to and through you out to others. Through your energy field that has been cleared, you can assist another by raising them up, so that you may hear their highest guidance. Oh, the serenity and joy that this revelation brings. You turn to the angel and guides and tell him, thank you. You look toward the heavens and say, thank you. I understand now, and thank you for this gift. You know it is time to return, even though it has been so fun, and the energy is one that you really are having a difficult time pulling yourself away from. You know that this is something that you are allowed to experience, so you could bring this practice back and help others by your example. You float down the mountainside, back across the bridge, bid the playful colors within the rainbow goodbye until next time, and exit back at the point where the jar sits. For those that allowed the clearing, the jar is empty. Those that did not allow the clearing, you are feeling the effects and contents of the jar rejoin your energy field. That feeling for those that did not release their concerns and issues, a description isn't necessary. You are understanding the effects and do not like it, how these issues make you feel. That bogged-down feeling is hard to live with. You walk down back the path, open the door, cross back over the threshold into the white marble corridor. You see your reflection in the mirror and see the golden light waves emanate from your beingness. The image feels so very good, and you smile. You greet the flower again and tell it until next time. You open the door, cross back over into the heart chakra. You come back into your body, wiggle your fingers and toes, allow yourself to fully settle back in before going about your activities. You have been in the very highest of ethers and will require some grounding on your part to reorient after resuming your activities. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, peace, and grace. Meditation notes. What did you learn here? What did your angels nudge you to do? Did you enjoy tossing the stones? And did you allow yourself to have fun? And what were you thinking when you were doing this? Exercise. Life event sequencing review. List the most significant points of your life in chronological order. Place the date or year if possible, but the most important thing is to remember your age. How old were you when the event happened? Review them and ask what it was that you were to experience and learn. Then look at the pattern and see if you can connect your growth at this stage with the events that took place prior to your awakening. Life sequencing is very much like the game of connecting the dots. See where these major joys and traumas have led you. Allow it to trigger what was going on before and after as well. Always ask yourself what changed. Most of you, my divine warriors of light, will find you have been on your spiritual path a lot longer than you actually have been giving yourself credit for. Once you begin questioning your life patterns, you will acquire new awareness. The waltz to remember. Changing of the seasons is at hand, beautiful beings of light. How far you have come from only a moment ago. Your time is clicking faster and faster, but your hearts are telling you that the clock really no longer exists. For in truth, your time has been a creation of your own, not of the Creator's making. Reflect back, beloveds, on only a year ago. Where were you on your path then? Can you see your own growth? If not, look closer at the most tiny details of change within yourself. We are so very proud of your efforts, for they are driven by the love for all. Look within the mirror of your mind but 2 years ago, and the vast difference that you are seeing within yourself is monumental. Even though the change to the mass consciousness is not as rapid and visible, it is occurring because of your own decision to change yourself. We applaud you and hug you and tell you that you make a difference not only within your own lives, but in the lives of all those that you are touching on a daily basis. Look in the mirror each morning and tell the face that you see that right before you, that you are dearly loved and you do make a difference. Each soul that you embrace with your smile feels your energy and conviction to become who you really are. Each time you decide to make a positive effort and change to enhance your own spiritual path, you are expanding the possibilities for all along their spiritual paths. You are each intertwined and are affecting the all when you decide to affect the one. Never doubt that your efforts are not appreciated and of value. Do not listen to the ego tell you its sad story of your own personal worth. It doesn't have an accurate mirror to reflect the image of the Creator that you are part of, my beloved beings of light. Your ego is of your own creation and only mirrors the illusion of what the physical form perceives itself to be. This is why, my divine warriors of light, it cannot guide you upon your spiritual path. It has no roadmap or directions because it was created within this earth plane. It knows nothing of the higher planes of existence. It is but part of the facade you created for yourself to keep you veiled from your own true remembrance and awareness of your God self. That is why in meditation we ask the ego self to only be the observer. It knows not how to evaluate what you experience during your meditations because you are accessing the higher ethers of which it has no knowledge or experience. The ego self tries to obtain your constant attention, so it will not lose the power of manipulating your mind into thinking that you are anything but part of the Creator itself. The ego is your own personal soap opera, if you will, that diverts your attention if given the power to keep you stuck within this delusion, that it peddles this truth of only being a physical body with nothing else available. Each moment, beloveds, that you are allowing yourself to not listen to that small ego voice that tells you you are unworthy is a moment of victory for remembrance of who you really are. These are battles within the self, my beautiful beings of light, not really outside yourself as the ego would have you believe. The self that you are is not the self that the ego boasts as reality. That is why we are constantly taking you back within yourselves and escorting you as reminders to the higher and higher ethers. The higher levels allow us to assist you in the remembrance of love, so it is there and awaiting the spark of recognition to remind yourself that you are so dearly loved and have always been so, unconditionally. When the term "take back your power" comes into your awareness, remember that this phrase truly means taking back the power from your own demons and ego self. The self that you truly are has no need for the drama and chaos, and thus would never usurp the power that it holds to allow you to feel your awe-aspiring heritage. The self needs no fanfare, no delusion, no material thing, no veil. It understands its magnitude of truth, wisdom, love, and creation, the ability, and needs to compare its worth with no other, because it knows there is no other to compare itself to. There is no need within the higher planes of existence, beloveds, for competition. Why compare yourself when you are in perfection as each is in perfection according to the Creator's master blueprint? You are unique and only one that has been created with your specific qualities and abilities. So there's nothing to compare. The Creator has never mass-produced. Each is a miraculous, perfect gem with Creator's intent and unconditional love imbued within its perfection. Each has a special gift that it's own to hold. You all are a perfect set, the only one made. There are no limited editions, reproductions, or prints. There are no others like you in truth, only an illusion, or through the physical eyes of those that have not learned to see through their spiritual eyes and heart. Take this angelic hand, beloveds, that is extended to you and allows to assist you with your permission and mirror to you who you really are. Allow the angel, guides, and spiritual family to assist you in connecting the dots that show you the self that the Creator whispered into existence with your name. Allow us to reintroduce you to you. You ask, can I do this on my own without the angel's intervention? The answer, my beautiful beings of light, is yes, but it requires much more effort than most are willing to make. The angels are here, beloveds, as they have always been. But ask yourself why you haven't called for assistance. It is because you have not remembered your origins and connections beyond this earth plane. It is the moment in now to accelerate your awareness to clear the veil. That is why there are so many bringing forth messages to awaken the sleeping and wondering children of the Creator. It is time to return to the source of that love that you have long been seeking. Allow the veil to dissolve and review the you that you really are. Here is a meditation gift to allow you to feel the remembrance of home. Find a quiet spot where you'll not be disturbed for a short while. Sit or lie down with whatever is more comfortable for you. If you chill easily, cover the physical body with a light blanket. With your permission, I will join you. Call in all those that you would like to invite on this meditation journey. We ask that you instruct your ego self to perch on your left shoulder and only be an observer at this time. You invited guests are in your presence at this time, and you proceed to mentally speak to the Creator, stating your intention to go forward in your spiritual growth and remember who you are. The Creator hears your intentions and honors them by gifting you the beautiful beam of protective white light that is coming down from the corner of the room. You visualize this light and wait. You notice also that you are being gifted with a pearlescent peach ray of light as well. The rays are entering through the soles of your feet, permeating as they rise through all parts of your beingness, extending or past your physical form into all levels, dimensions, and aspects of you, that is, your stretching or further into all directions. These rays are completely permeating all surrounding areas, going beyond the confines and limitations of the illusory room that you are now in. You are completely surrounded and protected now. Only those things that you give your permission to can even communicate with you at this time. The physical form is at peace, breathing easily, and your invited guests are beckoning you to begin your journey. They mentally guide you into the heart chakra, and they have you visualize with your mind eye the golden door within your heart chakra that's labeled, "To my highest guidance within." You turn the handle and cross the threshold. You find that you are in a white marble corridor. There is a golden bird cage sitting on a table with a beautiful yellow bird singing a glorious welcome song at the top of its lungs. The cage door is open, and thus you know the bird is not a captive. This is its special home, and its mission that it has accepted is to welcome your presence in this sacred place each time you journey within. You thank the bird, and it allows you to gently stroke the top of its head. It talks to you in a wonderful chirping sound as you caress its head and silky feathers. "Welcome back, beloved," it says to you. "Welcome back." You thank it and turn to your guests. They are showing you a special opening. It almost looks like a tube, but it has no door. You see a brilliant light coming from the opening, and you know instinctively that this is to be your method of conveyance for this meditation. You step into the opening and feel your form saturated with a feeling of love. You recognize the feeling, and the moment the remembrance of the feeling happens, you are whisked upwards, almost like a vacuum. You are at peace and can feel the emotions that this feeling has triggered settling in around you. Joy, yes, that is. The tears of joy begin to roll down your etheric cheeks. You touch them with your etheric fingers and notice that the moisture is turning into golden powdered dust. Your etheric face is glistening and sparkling with these golden dust flakes. Your journey stops. You have no idea how high have you risen or where you are, but your guests are all around you and you feel no panic or fear, only peace. You notice as you turn a beautiful high waterfall, stepping stones, and a lush green grassy area all around. There is a flame coming out of the ground that is a silver violet, and you are being directed to walk into the flame. The flame is cool, and the angels on either side explain that this is a clearing and cleansing flame. It is not hot and will not burn. It mainly clears and cleanses as you pass through it. This is a highly sacred ground, and only those that are very clear and focused can benefit from these special levels. You ask where you are, and the angels respond that you are on the 13th level, and the Creator has prepared this especially for you this moment. Oh my, you think to yourself, the Creator has prepared this just for me. You don't know how to respond, but just exude gratitude for this moment. Your angels are guiding you to the stepping stones that lead to the waterfall coming down the side of the mountain. They show you how to stand in the falls, and you follow suit. The water isn't cold, but just the right temperature. How amazing. It tumbles over you, and you feel refreshed and tingling all over. You hear music beyond the falls, and turning face what you thought was the side of a mountain, and see that the falls merely were just like the curtain concealing the valley on the other side. You walk through the falls into the valley and catch the fragrance of the blooming flowers, most you have never seen before. Within this garden-like valley there are many trees, plants, and pools teeming with fish. You walk towards the music. The sounds are hauntingly familiar from somewhere deep, deep within the recess of your remembrance. There are rainbows gracing the skies, guiding you along the way. Out of the corner of your left eye you see a movement and turn, finding yourself face to face with a white unicorn. You say to yourself mentally, yes, they really do have unicorns. Of course, the angels can read your thoughts and just begin laughing and hugging you. They tell you, did you really think that they didn't exist just because you don't see them within the earth plane? That doesn't mean that they don't exist. You laugh at yourself for this silly notion. You see more and more animals, all of which have never been seen before. Most are white, and they come and welcome you and allow you to pet them along with you. The music is getting closer and closer. You turn the corner and see a magnificent dance floor, and the Creator in all its brilliance there awaiting you. You have finally arrived, my child, the Creator says. I have been waiting for you, and have composed this music just for you. Do you like it, my child? You nod and speak. Thank you. Thank you. It is so beautiful. You composed this just for me. Why, yes, my child. Just as I created you in all your perfection, I create this music for you. This music would not fit another of my children. There are no two of you alike, the Creator implored. The Creator bows and says, my child, I would like you to dance with me again, just as we danced before when I whispered you into creation prior to the earth plane experience. I have missed your presence within my golden energy field. There is no other that can fill that space. It is yours alone within this heart. Come waltz with me again, the Creator says. You step into the Creator's golden energy field and begin waltzing and twirling. The moment you step into the Source's field, you have an energy surge of remembrance that is electrifying and aware. You are clear, you are focused, and there is no doubt you are home. This is where you were created. This was the image you were created in, the likeness of, and the Creator confirmed with love that you felt that you truly were like no other. You melted into the Creator and just allowed the Creator to dance around the floor, leading you and guiding you as no one can remember on earth ever doing. The Creator reads your thought and laughs in a deep voice. Yes, I created you and can guide and lead you as no other because I know my intention when I whispered you into being. Only you, the angels, and I know your mission and special gifts. The Creator explained. Only the true Creator can know of the infinite possibilities and dreams of specialness that was created at your time of creation. The Creator continues. The inventor, my child, is the only one that can really appreciate the intricacies and know the right buttons and switches to push and pull to bring the creation to its optimum actions. The Creator imparted. I know you like no other, or no ever will. You are special. I cannot begin to describe all the efforts and love that went into your making that are beyond your present understanding of earthly awareness. The Creator continued. Breathe in my essence, my child, and feel the love that is only yours to feel. You have much work to do, and your time on earth, remembrance and awareness is at hand, the Creator explained. The Creator continued. It is time for you to remember, my child, and take this remembrance with you. Allow yourself to remember these moments and talk to me upon your return. Together we will work towards helping you to remember and walk your spiritual path. You have a special part of the puzzle to share with all, and only you can achieve this part. Return and allow yourself to locate that special gift within yourself, so that all might see your brilliance as I do, my child. The Creator stated, I could just tell you what it is, my child, but part of our agreement together is that you refine this out about yourself, so it can be fully integrated into your own memory banks. The Creator releases you and you hug each other one more time. The angels beckon for you to follow them back through the glade, through the waterfall, and you arrive back at the site where you originally appeared at this level. Part of the angels stay there, and the balance, along with your invited guests, enter back into the tube, and you are transported back down into the white marble corridor. You step from the opening, and the yellow bird begins welcoming you again, only this time the bird is sitting on the top of the cage. You stroke the bird's head and thank it for its welcome. The sound of the special music that the Creator composed for you is reeling through your head, and you know you will never tire of the song. You open the door, back across the threshold into the heart chakra. The angels guide you back to your physical vessel that was waiting you along the angels that stayed with it while you're on your journey. You wiggle your fingers and your toes and you open your eyes. You are feeling fabulous and filled with joy. You are radiant and have remembered once more the feeling of love that is truly the Creator's home. Allow yourself to reorient and ground, beloveds, before you go about your day. You've been on a very long and energized journey. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, peace, and grace. Meditation notes. What music did you hear? What dance did you do? Describe the feeling of the dance. How did it make you feel? And is this the love that you have been seeking? Exercise. The imagined finality of the physical. Beloveds, in having worked through the course and materials, you have come such a long way. It is a time to experience a very tough realization, that of your own physical form's imagined mortality. This exercise will assist you in separating yourself for a few moments from the physical form reality and allow you to step back as the observer and review the physical form in a different light. My dear ones, you may shed a few tears and feel a lump in your throat, but you are now ready to realize that you are not this physical form, but a beautiful being of light from another plane of existence. The exercise, my divine warriors of light, is to write your obituary and your tombstone epitaph. For your obituary, imagine that you have just passed to the other side. You have half a column on the paper to fill with your obituary information. What will you write? What would you want others to know about you? What would you describe your accomplishments? What do you want others to remember you for? How did you make people smile? Did you share your smile with others? And what special talents did you share with others? What messages do you want others to read on your tombstone? Besides your name, date of birth, and imagined date of death, what other 3 to 6 lines would you like to leave your mark in passing? Now that you've gone through the exercise, my beautiful beings of light, do you feel as though you have done what you came to do? If not, what are you prepared to change to allow yourself to create the space to bring forth what your true mission is? Are you now ready to move forward and take the next step? It makes one think, does it not, that perhaps you've taken the next movement of your life for granted, thinking that you will always have a tomorrow. In truth, you only have one moment at a time, no more. Reflections. Greetings, my beautiful beings of light. What a challenging moment in now this is, do you not agree? We stand before you, energy essence outstretched to embrace you in the warm, loving light. The Creator is sending you a very special beam of loving energy as we communicate together within this moment. Feel it wrap around you very much like a cocoon. Allow it just to be with you and feel its essence permeate all parts of your beingness. We salute your courage and your desire to awaken to your mission. It has been a long journey, very much like a roller coaster ride. The energies will continue to increase with even more intensity, vibrations to prepare you for the next act as it should be. Hold on tight and fasten your safety belts because the action is just starting. The roller coaster ride hasn't even reached the highest rung yet. It is still meandering around the base, although your perception might be deceiving you otherwise. Intense grounding on your part to assist you to stay focused and in the now is very much needed. The chaos around you will increase. Your solace will be the still, quiet moments when you go within yourself in meditation. This practice will assist you to release the old baggage that has been weighing you down all this time. It will also assist you in understanding that the inner work that you do within the now will assist in releasing the fear that you grasp so tightly all around within yourself. Each fear-based thing that you release will allow you to understand more and more of what you are seeing all around you. Your awareness is becoming more acutely apparent to you each day. Are you not experiencing more and more insights and allowing yourself the joy of searching for your own most special answers? When this dawning occurs, the reflection and realization that there is no thing to fear will allow the calm and peace to find its place among your moments. The calm, peace, and release of fear will be the survival tools that assist one in detaching themselves from the chaos and craziness that others are experiencing all around them. They will not understand how you can remain so centered and at peace when their own life is in their own created hell. My beloveds, you deserve to gift yourself with this peace. Part of your mission is to remember this releasing tool and pass it along to those who will come to you. You ask yourself, why would they come to me? When others see how at one-ment that you are, they will see this as a sign of one that can also show them the way to the same inner peace. You will be a crystal on the path, if you will, marking the moment they plan for themselves to remember the inner work and release exercise that will assist them on their homeward journey. You are the beacon in the night, my divine warriors of light, lighting the way of remembrance for others to follow. Note, my beautiful beings of light, the trigger that they will be remembering of releasing will probably be very different than the ritual that you yourself use, and this is as it should be. When sharing the examples of how you went about this, understand that each will have a cognizance of what is the most appropriate set of tools for themselves to use to accomplish this releasing with their own lives. Please don't put limitations and walls around the steps that you are sharing. Invite them to use your steps if they desire, but allow them to find their own way by doing so. Many will have a triggered awareness and remember the steps themselves before even trying yours. Do not be offended, my beloved. You have done a great service just by being the catalyst and trigger within their journey. Feel the warmth of that accomplishment. Opening and sharing yourself and your remembrance and knowledge with another is such a wonderful gift. Take a moment and reflect upon the waves and wake you left behind as you steer your boat into the next fork of the lake. Know within yourself that the waves in the wake are the past and have no power over you as you drive the boat. Reflect only so that you may fully realize how far you have come. My beautiful beings of light, as one peers into the past with no attachment, one can fully understand the lessons and experiences that took place there. There is no need to repeat the lessons of learning. Reflection of the past is a glorious way to see the reflection as in a mirror of who you really are. The old self just melts away before your eyes, showing the new and more true you. You are like a plant constantly renewing itself with more and more glorious blooms. The new bloom is more brilliant and beautiful than the last. The plant knows that the Creator loves it immeasurably and provides for it. The Creator sends an angel to overlight and continues to tell it to grow, grow, grow. You are so very loved. The plant allows itself to be loved and nurtured and stand in majesty under the Creator's love, drinking in all that it is for its highest good. What type of flower are you, my beloved? There is a message for you here. With your permission, let us journey together within this moment of meditation. Find a quiet place where you'll not be disturbed. Ask your ego to sit on your left shoulder. Tell him it is merely an observer. Take 3 deep, deep breaths and begin relaxing yourself from your toes to your crown chakra. Just allow the wonderful peace to fill your lungs and breathe in the love. Breathe in the light. Exhale the doubt. Exhale the fear. Exhale the limitations. Exhale the lack. Exhale the sorrow, and exhale the aloneness. Take 3 more deep, deep breaths and breathe in the joy. Breathe in the bliss. Breathe in the miracles. Breathe in the prosperity. Exhale the judgments. Exhale the hurt, the pain, the excuses. Breathe in the now and exhale the past. Ask the Creator in mental or verbal communication to send you down a wondrous white ray of protective white light. The Creator has heard your request and is sending you down a white ray, gifting you with an additional silver violet ray. You see them in your mind's imagination coming down from the corner of the room. The rays are entering your beingness through the soles of your feet, rapidly permeating all parts of your physical beingness, and expanding further out into your energy fields and those of the area where you are. The rays are now concentrated and exiting through your crown chakra and returning to the Creator. The Creator is renewing the rays and sending them back down to you in a circulation motion as they continue through you, back to the Creator, back down to you again. You are now divinely protected, and only those things that you give your permission to can even communicate with you now. Ask at this time for all of those who would like to invite to join you on this journey, your angels and guide, ascended masters, all those that are meaningful to you. See them gathering around you, smiling and extending their hands to you. You take their hands and they guide your energy essence into your heart center. They show you the golden door that says to your highest guidance within. You turn the handle on the door and cross over to the threshold in a white marble corridor. You see all the various doors and conveyances here. You sense a bit of excitement, wondering what method or entrance will be chosen this time. Your angels motion you to view your essence in a mirror hanging on the end of the corridor. They tell you that you will see a different reflection upon returning from your journey. They motion for you to follow them and go outside the door marked the Creator's hot air balloon. They are on a pad just outside the door. You see animals that you have never seen before happily making ready this giant hot air balloon for your trip. The balloon is irradiance in multicolor and the basket is pure crystal, with all the colors reflecting its light, sending rainbows everywhere they touch. The angels laugh when you mention hot air because this balloon works on thought principle, not on gas and heat rising method they tell you. They motion for you to step in the balloon, and you do, and go along with all your invited guests. They tell you to think the balloon up into the ethers. You smile and begin this fun journey. Smiling, you tell them you hope you can do this. You try and nothing happens. They tell you to try again. Still nothing happens. They tell you that there's a shred of doubt that is keeping you from believing that you can raise the balloon with your own thoughts. You reflect for a moment and sense that yes, that there was a doubt of your own abilities to perform this. You clear it and try again. You're going up, up, up. As you begin to float, you see that you have created this thought to lift and understand that you have more abilities you've given yourself credit for. You gain altitude and the breeze begins to move you along. The angels point to a spot below to where you are to land. After you land, by thinking that you want to go down, they direct you to the beautiful blue angel that is standing waiting for you. The angel hands you a pencil and a piece of paper. The angel asks you to write the word hope. You do as asked. The angel tells you that hope is a wonderful word and it can appear to be a bridge at times. But there are two things that hope, unbeknownst to most, relays to the universe and your highest self: anticipation, doubt, requested expectation of outcome. The angels tell you that you have grown within, whether you are cognizant of it or not, and have reached a point where it is time to take the next step by replacing doubt with knowing. You look very confused. The angels write on a small white disc in golden letters, faith, and ask you to replace your word hope with the word faith. Faith, the angel smiles and relates to you, is forever, always inner truth have. It demonstrates that there is always inner truth and therefore no need for doubt. When one has banished doubt, there is no need to stipulate outcome, because the highest good will always be desired outcome and thus served. You reflect back to your own example of the balloon not rising because you had doubt about your capacity to perform that task. You nod that you understand, but will also tell them it will take time and practice to remove the habit of applying the word hope when you actually mean faith. You tell the angel that hope has been in your vocabulary for a very long time, but you will do as they have instructed for your own highest good. You ask them to help and to remind you should they forget. They motion for you to return to your balloon and again lift the balloon with your thoughts. You do so and float along for a while. You have the disc in your pocket and keep rubbing it between your two fingers as you consider what the angels had to tell you about this word faith. You begin to reflect back on the lot of instances where this same example has played itself out in your life, where you have been afraid of accomplishment or failure. You see where the selection process of words and doubts have programmed the thought processes that have sabotaged your own outcome. Faith, you reflect, is an absence of doubt. For one who embraces faith has released the doubt through inner knowing. Yes, I am understanding this now. You keep saying to yourself, I am understanding this now. You create a quick mantra for yourself. I am releasing old programs that no longer serve my highest good. I am releasing old programs that no longer serve my highest good. I am releasing old programs that no longer serve my highest good, and so it is. You breathe these words out into the ethers. Your angels and guests gather around you and hug you so tightly you feel their energy. The angels tell you now that you've got the hang of this new process, it is time to return. They tell you to think return, and there you are back with the balloon first embarked. You step out of the crystal basket and return to the white marble corridor with your angels and guides. You look in the mirror and see that you no longer have clearly defined human lines. You appear soft and fuzzy like a golden glow all around you. You look again just to be sure that this is what you are seeing. The angels and guides laugh and tell you that the doubt was all that was holding the image within your mind's eye. You are now seeing yourself in a new way because you are beginning to release the doubt that you are other than a human form. You smile and cross back over the threshold into your heart chakra, back into physical form. We ask that you wiggle your toes and fingers when you are ready to return to your day. My beautiful beings of light, what a difference words make, do you not agree? Your understanding of their meaning is very different than the definitions that are within the ethers of the universe, where human language is not the tool of communication. You are so very dearly loved. Never allow yourself to feel anything other than the Creator's beautiful love. There's nothing that can compare. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, peace, and grace. Meditation notes. How did replacing the word hope make you feel? Did you enjoy the balloon ride? Are you willing to reprogram yourself to use the word faith? My beloveds, it has been such a joy to put this course manual together for you. Your chalice is now filled with the abundance of the universe. Your heart is now filled with intent to walk your spiritual path. You have worked so very hard to remember who you truly are. Congratulations for your remembrance of I Am. It is suggested that you revisit this course manual often to refresh that which you have learned and also to uncover more that you were not ready to find when you initially worked with the material. We suggest that the best refresher method might be simply to pick up the course manual, ask your angels for assistance, and then proceed to simply open the course manual. Whatever page you have opened the manual to is the page at which you are to be reviewing. Remember always that you are so very loved, more than any earth language can convey. I am Archangel Michael, the Creator's messenger of love, joy, wisdom, light, and peace. So be it.